Hello everyone, this is answering support questions number 3, where I go more in depth on some of the questions that you guys gave me on Reddit about support in general. Our first question of the day from Black Skull 345. What would you do to make the job of support easier and more appealing? The big problem right now with support, right, is lack of gold. You have a lack of income. You don't know where your income sources are coming from. There's no GP5 items for you. And on top of that, they took away the range that you get credit for kills on NPCs, right? So if you're trying to get credit for the wave, you have to be closer to the wave than you did previously. They brought it down from 60, a range of 60 to 40, I believe, was the nerf. So it was a nerf of 20, so 33% taken away there. And that's a big deal because a lot of the times, if you're being outpushed, you're outside now that range of getting good gold and experience. So that's putting supports very far behind, especially when you factor in rotating different lanes, trying to get to a lane to get XP, and then now they're missing 2 or 3 creeps on every single rotation because they're not quite in range yet. If they were to revert that back, I think supports would be in a lot better spot. Next question from Mickey Meast. What's your opinion on Cabrakan and how would you fix him? So the situation with Cabrakan is, I think, pretty straightforward. Cabrakan is a guardian, okay? He is a guardian scaling character. Cabrakan's kit is assassin. He has an assassin kit. He has a stun, and they're nukes, and they're cool, and whatever, but they have guardian scaling. So he has 2 options. Either a completely new kit, and you have to revamp the whole thing. Whoop-whoop. Or you change him from a guardian to an assassin, and you give him assassin scaling. Bada bing, bada boom, he's fixed. He becomes Fat Loki. That's what people call him. Scott Loam asks, the top 5 supports currently are Athena, Sylvanas, blank, blank, and blank. Okay, so Athena, Sylvanas, pretty obvious. Pretty much everybody knows about that right now. Athena, Sylvanas are the kings of support right now. So who else is really strong? Geb. Geb is very strong right now. He has the shield, which will always be strong. It takes away CC. It's a good HP shield. He has strong initiation. He has a knock-up. He has good rotations. He has a fantastic passive. He's always going to be strong. Bacchus, number 4. Number 4 is Bacchus. He got a little buff. It's easy to keep your drink up now. He's not very mana hungry anymore for that. You use your knock-up. Bacchus' knockup is one of the best initiations in the game. Hard knockups are amazing. He has a stun on his burp, which can't be knocked up anymore. He can't be knocked up in that. His ultimate is a ginormous crowd control. It does a lot of damage. He takes very small amounts of damage due to his passive and his chug. He's a very strong character. Now, he can get an extra active because he doesn't have to get blink comparatively to Sylvanas. Geb, that's another bonus like Athena has. Very strong character overall. Mickey Meast also asks, do you ever see Hades being a viable support? And the thing is, I do not. Hades right now in the current meta is strong in the solo lane because of the amount of farm he can get. When Guardians get big, they get a lot of gold when they get extra levels. The reason why Guardians work so well in the solo lane is because they have nice base damage. So like Hades' base damage is huge. He gets nice base health increases. You can buy health items like a Warlock Sash. He becomes really tanky, and because he has a 3-level lead on you, he also does a lot of damage. That doesn't work in the support role where you're going to be 2 levels behind. It's not the same thing as being 3 levels ahead. That's like a 5-level swap, and it's not the same thing, you know, because your support's going to be behind comparatively to everybody else, and your solo lane's going to be ahead comparatively to everybody else. So that's why Hades doesn't work. Avashay asks, what is your go-to support build? My go-to support build is some variation of cooldown boots, right? Cooldown boots are really strong. They give cooldown. It's great for the mid to end game. Sovereignty, Heartward Amulet, Magi's Blessing. Those are your 4 core items that you're pretty much always getting on support right now. You may not get it in that order. You may get an early Sov. You may go for tier 2 boots and then start heading into Sov. You may get an early Magi's before Heartward, whatever. But that's like basically your core group that you're looking to get all the time. And of course Hog 3, but that doesn't... You guys know that. Ace4994 asks, who wins between Athena and Sylvanas and why? Pretty straightforward in the early game. Sylvanas wins lane. Sylvanas has incredibly strong lane clear with purple buff. He wins the lane. Bada boom. You should be able on Athena to get to the mid harpies regardless. You have dash. It's a great way to get over there even if you're getting out pushed. Whoever gets those mid harpies is going to hit 5 first. And that's going to start to do a little bit of a snowball, but not really. It's going to come down to mid-game team fights. Sylvanas has one shot. You blink, boom, knock things up, throw out your heal, root people, boom. Athena is more like, I'm dashing, I'm taunting in a cone, and I got 1 or 2 people and I got their beats, and now we're reset. And then 10 seconds later, I dashed in, and I'm taunting, and I got 2 other people and got their beats, but I also got 1 person we got before, and now they're dead. So Athena is stronger in the sense that she has initiations over and over and over again, but Sylvanas has that boom initiation, 1 point, 1 punch, like go for it, all in mode. Different playstyles. I give it to Athena because I find that teams have a better time just slowly going in over time than they do just doing the bam, the all in. I'm a high horse asks, do you hate the feeling of being a meat shield? Would you die for your ADC? I ask this because I recall hearing that you were the least likely support to throw your life away. Thank you? Anyway, I don't hate feeling like a meat shield. I like being able to body block auto attacks for my teammates to save them. You get to make some pretty hype plays like that, staying in front of your ADC or your jungle or your mid or whatever, and just body blocking those auto attacks for them, really doing a lot of work for them. Would you die for the ADC? The thing is, you have to think about it. What's the situation? If the situation is it's you and your ADC left, and it's just their ADC right, and the option is either you or your ADC die against their ADC, and Gold Fury's up, then you let your ADC die. Because if you die, their ADC gets the Gold Fury for free or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The situation being, if you're down and they have their ADC up, they can get a Gold Fury for free if the rest of your team is dead. If their team is dead, right, their entire team is dead except for 1 person, and your entire team's alive, you may want to die for your ADC, even if the objectives are up, because you die, boom, but you can still go get the Fire Giant. Their entire team is dead. They don't need your Hog 3, but they might need the ADC damage or the tank with the lifesteal by that point in the game, or maybe there's no objectives up and you gotta take a tier 2 tower, and all you needed was the ADC's damage. And so it's just situational. Most of the time, you're gonna need the Hog 3, and so you're not gonna want to throw your life away as a support. Yeah, dash on support doesn't necessarily mean you're a great player. Last dash, I mean, less deaths is cool. It also gives you more fantasy points. So, alright guys, thank you for tuning out to the video. Make sure if you have any questions, you ask them in next week's Reddit thread that will be on Friday, answering support questions number 4. If you guys like my videos, please subscribe. And as always, have a Twitching day.